Hello traders, Mark P. Markets here. My name is Mark Principato and I'm a chartered market technician, and thank you for watching another exclusive video technical analysis here for FX Empire. So in this session I'm going to go over Bitcoin and the retrace that we're facing right now and what this means for a recent swing trade long that we took at 11,655. So with that being said, I just want you to know that this is for educational purposes only. For investment advice, please consult a licensed investment advisor. Now, Bitcoin had this, we've been in this resistance zone, okay? Before I talk about this bearish candle, we've been in this resistance zone between 11,600 and 12,300 for quite some time. I've talked about this zone in many of my recent videos, and we can see price action has been hesitating there. Now, we had a couple of buy signals in this area right in here, and we managed to avoid this bearish candle, and then we took a buy signal that developed from this inside bar right in this area, just below that resistance. Now, we're fully aware of the resistance, so why would we go long just below such an area? Because we cannot lose sight of the broader structure, which is clearly bullish, okay? I mean, you can see the consolidation, which led to a higher high. We can go back to the March low, and this structure that you could see on the chart here is clearly bullish. Now, that carries a lot more weight than a smaller formation. And what I mean by formation is like this head and shoulders situation, because many are going to be calling this a head and shoulders, and they're going to be interpreting that as a trend reversal. But that is not a trend reversal, not yet anyway, especially since it has not taken out any supports. The first support that we're looking at is that 11K area, and that's a minor support, because if that's cleared, that's still, we would not interpret that as a trend reversal. The next level we would be watching for in that situation would be 10,500, which is this old resistance, which would most likely act as a new support. Of course, we would need some form of confirmation before getting back into something like this. So keep in mind that in order for us to consider the trend changed or no longer bullish, it would have to clear this 8,500 level, because that's the trend support. And that's what's keeping this structure defined the way it is. So we have a long way to go before we get there. So my point is this: don't be confused by these smaller magnitude patterns, because just because a pattern is there does not mean it's going to follow through. The broader structure still carries more weight, especially when this thing can't even take out a minor support. So at this point, we're viewing this as noise. And as far as our swing trade goes, we do have our stop in place. It's nowhere near our stop, and we're just going to let this thing do its job. If it takes out that support, we get stopped out, okay, no problem. But if it doesn't, then what you're going to have in here is a lot of new shorts who've jumped in thinking that this is a bearish reversal, and they're likely to get squeezed in what is nothing more than price noise. And that squeeze, especially if we take out that 12K lower high, if we take that out, then we're likely to squeeze through that 12,300, and that's when you can really see some short covering to, the next area of resistance, which could be in the high 12s or low 13,000s. All right, so I'm going to leave you with that. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. My name is Mark Principato, Mark P. Markets, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.